They got sand in the potato salad. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, which means it's like, you know, almost dawn of the first day. Almost. I have so much this week. I have so much this week, and I didn't get around to recording one thing that I really wanted to send my editor today, and then I didn't, so I'm gonna have to do it later. And that stinks. But I have a lot of stuff. Oh, I have a thing I need to post later too, actually. Let me make sure. I think I set it up, but I didn't schedule it. It's related to Dome Keeper. I just wanted to post a thing on Twitter because I've told you guys. But you know, I haven't like put it elsewhere because I was making sure some details were good and that we're like totally clear for our day and time before I go posting. Just make sure I have that. Sundays are my Fridays. Sunday's like my Monday. I always take off the Friday and Saturday, though I usually still stream on Alt on Friday or do something, collabs or whatever. But yeah, Saturday's my actual day off. Though Saturday, I spent like 3-4 hours in a call with a friend working out a whole bunch of like work related stuff. So it was still like you know, one of those days. But I did do some laundry, which is cool. So I guess I used my Saturday for something. But yeah, sounds fun though. It was fun. I got a friend that I'm trying to do a lot of different projects with, or just help with her projects. So yeah, just spending a lot of time doing meetings and like making sure that that's all sorted out. Sorry, I'm still answering work messages. At school, you're getting involved in numerous projects. There's a lot. There's a lot. What I will say is you're gonna want to watch. You're gonna want to watch NL stream tomorrow. How do you find doing influencer projects versus projects in your prior work? They're completely different industries. They're completely different. I mean, no, it's not a collab. I don't know, like projects in my old industry were very much it's different because doing something that is at the whims of the public is so different than what I'm used to. You know, I'm making this thing for a specific purpose for a specific subset of people. And some, you know, this is for a larger set of users who have to be happy with it, of course, but it's not it's not about like marketing and just getting people interested. It's about making a good product that people want to use, right? That's all of my past work was just like, make something good and it's fine. But influencer stuff is like, you can make something great or terrible. It doesn't matter. It's just about how you market it. And if you get other people to think it's good, which is very weird to me. And I'm still not used to it. I accept that as the reality, but like, I'm still not used to doing that, you know? I think a lot of people have a hard time like grasping that and executing on that mindset when it comes to being like a streamer or an influencer or whatever. Cause it's not about doing well to any sort of actual quality standard. That helps. That's not like something that doesn't matter, but that's not what it's about. It's about, yeah, the presentation. And if you just get other people to think they should like something, like Labubu is a great example. I think Labubus are kind of ugly. I kind of like the original art of them. It's like a little freaky looking and in a good way, but there's nothing about it that I think is astounding at all. But a few influencers were like, I want a Labubu. I'm carrying my Labubu. And then fucking the whole world was like, we all need Labubus and everyone knows what it is. Everyone knows what that word means now, right? Like, you literally just have to get something to catch on. That's all you have to do. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad or what. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. To make like money as an influencer, which is kind of crazy to me.
Hello. 1.5 years off the Golden Corral.
Yes.
Helps they closed down my local location. Wanna hear something funny?
Oh.
I reconnected with a childhood crush. Wanna guess
Oh.
what local establishment she used to work at?
Not Golden Corral.
Universe at work.
Oh my god. You dodged a bullet, dude. You dodged a bullet. Happy for you. Though then again, if she's free from Golden Corral now, then maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's fine now. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, like, I think it's kind of crazy to me that working on projects, something I have to repeatedly tell myself is what I'm trying to do spends too much time trying to make this quality, and I need to just ship the lowest common denominator, like, version of this. Right? I need to just get a thing out the door. It doesn't even have to be good. It just has to be there and present and consistent, and people will be happy with it, and then you can improve later. And I have to keep telling myself that because I'm not used to that. Yeah, ship your shitty MVP of an idea. You know? When is Gigi waking up? Why do you spell with 2 capital G's like that? Do other people spell like that? Or not spell like that, but write it like that? I don't know. I was playing consistently, and then I told people, okay, this is an OOC complaint, so I apologize in advance. I told some people that, like, hey, I need, like, a week, maybe, before I can, like, come back to RP, because I was, like, dealing with launching my company. And then as soon as I logged back in, they were like, oh, your character's, like, exiled from the thing. And I was like, ugh. And it's killed so much of my motivation, genuinely. Because that was just, like, my, like, very casual, like, I don't want to say safe space. That's not, like, the right term, but you know what I mean. It was just, like, a thing where I could comfortably just log in and be like, yeah, let me hang out with my friends. And then they were like, and then she was, like, subject to that, and I was like, ugh. Yeah, decompression chamber. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And it doesn't mean that it can't still be that, but I was just like, oh, now there's, like, this point of friction, this annoyance if I log back in where I have to go through a thing. I also, because of RP happenings, my character is, like, temporarily paralyzed. Like, she's still in a wheelchair. And I have her, like, still in pain and shit. So if I log in as her, she's gonna be rolling around and be like, my legs don't work, and, like, yelling at people. Which would be fun. But I have to be, like, you know, since I play or was playing RP on my off days, I have to be in a mode where I want to do that and not in a mode where I'm like, oh, I just want to vibe. Because when I log in as my main character, she's like a homeless veteran. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know? So I have to be able to mentally lock in for that. You know what I mean? Her use exile so I didn't know what happened. No, I didn't do anything like different on the character. Actually, the last thing that I did on that character before I had to take my little break was I organized that heist of the Liquid Library, where I had Nancy and CJ come in and we like had our characters heist this like special things that Nancy could do her cloning of the worms thing that she was doing and all that, right? So I did like a major RP heist right before I did my break, and then did my break, and then yeah, I came off a break and they were like, yeah, you're exiled. And I was like, no, I don't want to deal with this right now. But that's just me OOC, you know? I'm having the character find a funny way to deal with the consequences. And that way, whenever I do log in as her, you know, we got like funny shit to do. But yeah. Welcome back, bye. Yeah. Yeah. It is a little relieving though, because I do feel like I can take a little time off now without thinking that there's anyone at all relying on me to be there. It's kind of nice. It kind of encourages me to take time off, which I should. You know, I'm very busy. I did want to log in, not as her, but just on my cop character some more, because Archon got on again as PT. Like, I don't know if you've heard him. I don't know how many of you watch that shit, but if you've heard him talk, oh man, it's just, he like changed his voice a little bit, so it's like even funnier, and it's just so funny. So I was like, yeah, I should probably log in and just play like Anna for half the day and then Maya for the other half of the day, and do that for a bit. I also went into Medi's chat a while back and was like, guess Anna's gonna come back, so I could hop on GG for a bit, but I think it'd be really fun to just do like a cop arc for a while, because I don't know, the stuff that my friends are doing in RP with like New Babylon is really hard for me to get involved in as a person who's not on every day. It's just so hard to play that casually. So yeah, I would like to, like, the desire's there, but it's just I've tried and it's just like not been easy to make work. So yeah, I think on the alt channel we'll probably do a lot of like cop and stuff, because I can just log in randomly at weird times with that and like have stuff to do, you know? Yeah, I've seen the clip of him going, have you seen my daughter, my penis? Hi, Eagle. Hi, Eagle. Yeah, I know you have a character. Is she a marshal, or is she like the admin of the marshals or something? Like administrative office thing. I don't remember. But yeah, I want to. So we'll probably start doing more of that like this week. Definitely not Tuesday, because Tuesday I have to prep. I have to play a fuck ton of Dome Keeper and prep, because I have to get really familiar with the new multiplayer mode, because we're doing the tournament on Wednesday. So I will not be doing RP on Tuesday, but maybe Friday. I think it'd be fun. More Maya telling people to put that shit on ice. Dude, when I called Helen and was flirting with her and told her with a lisp, put that pussy on ice, girl, I'm on my way, she like almost threw up from laughing. she almost actually threw up IRL. She was laughing so hard. She was like, oh. Put that pussy on ice, girl, I'm on my way. It was such a good time. Also, she thought we were on the phone, and she thought I was in like another room, but I was actually just right behind a pole in the same room as her. And I just walked out from behind it and was like 5 feet away the whole time. That was a good day. Yeah, we'll definitely play more. I think playing cop is fun. Home in 3 days, don't bathe energy. Yeah, right. That's what I was going for. I wanted that shit to be rancid. Just rancid. Anyway, Ego, tell me when you'll be on. I'll be on. Maybe I'll start doing late nights every now and then. Hop on, patrol around. What am I gonna meet Bazza's cop? Bazza has a cop now? Oh my god. Oh, I need that, because I never got to do much with him when he was in ADMC. Or on Barry, you know? We need Maya to meet Tony. I don't think Tony's gotten... We need to go arrest Tony. That's what we need to do. We need to arrest Tony. That's a cop Arkham was talking to in the clip about Maya. Oh my god, you're right! That was Bazza! Oh, dude. Yeah, I think we'll do more of that. We'll do more of that. It'll be fun. I've never done it, but I always have these ideas in my head that I'm like, yeah, you know what? One of these days when I don't know what to stream on main and I have like an hour or two that I want to fill at the end of a stream, I'll just open NoPixel and like go on my cop. I always think about it and then I never do it. It should be fine to just casually hop on, but in my brain, I've like separated RP and variety streaming as like super different things. And my brain is like, you can't do those on the same stream. They're so different, but they're not when it's like casual. Especially if it's not like big, long storyline stuff. You know what I mean? When it's like just a casual, like, oh, I just get on my cop character and do some chases or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I have like this mental block with it for whatever reason. I don't know. IDK. IDK, man. Is there BGM today? What do you mean by that? Are you listening to the stream? Are you listening to the stream? Because it's there. Right now, in fact. It's there right now. You were talking about doing Mondays on your cop? I was. Yeah, I wanted to, but like I was saying, just weird mental block with it. And I keep having shit that I'm doing on Mondays where I just end up like really liking the game I'm playing and I just play the game. And by the time I look and go, yeah, I'm done with this game, should I consider ending stream or hopping over to a new thing for 3 hours? I look and I'm already like 6 hours in, 7 hours in. So, that's kind of the main reason why I haven't done it is because a lot of the time when I'm like, oh, it could be a good day to swap over, I look and we're just so many hours in that I'm like, I can't. I got work to do. You know? You know what I mean? Does 5M still crash your PC when you... It was never when I opened it, it was when I closed it. It was when I closed it. So I think doing it at the end of stream is totally fine because opening it is whatever. It was doing it at the beginning. What I wanted to do is I wanted to stream a little earlier than usual, and I wanted to open 5M, go on an RP server for a while, have fun, and then swap to variety and like just do the normal stream after that, like chat for a bit and then game. But closing 5M was stalling my PC out. It has not done that to me yet, but I also haven't been opening it very often on this PC, so I have to test. I don't know. I don't really know if it'll do that ever again. It might not. But that was the old intent, was for me to do it like that. So, who knows? Who knows? But would Wreck Your Throat doing 12-hour streams regularly? I have a hard time vocally, like, not getting strained with the amount that I currently stream. So yeah, if I was just adding more time, I would die. I think I would die and it would just be over. I wouldn't be able to do it. And I'm sitting here trying to like hydrate constantly when I'm streaming. Taking little sips. I have like a little straw and I'm just sipping. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this week I have a lot. I'm trying to not die because I have a lot. For starters, tomorrow we have a game we're trying out. I have a little sponsored segment, but that's only part of tomorrow. I was gonna do probably the Dome Keeper update and then the other game. So there's a lot tomorrow. Also, Zen made a group chat last week. She put me and May in it and was like, what day is that Monday? And May was like, it's the 13th. And she was like, okay. And she changed the name of it to the 13th. But she hasn't followed. I said, what are we doing? Crickets. There's a good chance she forgot. So I'm going to type in that group chat right now. is it? Where's the fucking group chat? No, I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. Type of really mad. Really mad. She'll tell you tomorrow, 5 minutes in advance. I used to accept collab invites all the time when they were on the spot like that. But, like, my schedule doesn't allow for it most of the time now. If I didn't have stuff scheduled in, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't give a fuck. To be honest. I actually do like spontaneous shit. But, I'm the type, the other day I had a friend call me. She just called me and went, "You want to go for a walk?" And I went, "Yeah." And then we got ready and went out for a walk. And I was like, oh my God, it's like the 90s. Like I was walking outside like, wow, someone called while you're at home and goes, "Meet me at wherever." And we were not texting each other the whole way. She was just like, "I'll be at this place. Show up when you can." And I went, okay. And I walked to that spot and was just there. And she was there. And I was like, "What's up, bro?" It was so nice. And then she was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know." She was like, "Okay, let's just walk." And we just walked. And then we passed by a spot that had food that smells good. And we were like, "Yo, let's eat." And I was like, oh, life is so beautiful to live. You know, like I was walking around like, whoa. Dude, that's the way to do it. And I feel like with streaming and with content, that's how it is when someone just shows up in your chat and it's like your friend and they just go, "Yo, you want to play this?" And you go, "Okay." It's a nice way to live, man. It's real good. It's real good. Soccer said, "I remembered the 90s. I don't think you do. Aren't you 10? Twitch, for legal purposes, that was a joke. There is not a 10-year-old in my chat. But aren't you like 10? I say hyperbolically / hyperbole. Is that how you do the tone indicators? /H for / hyperbolic.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Forced to. How's next Thursday?
Literally. Literally me. RPR coming in out of nowhere to play Tetris. Dude, that was my favorite. He'd pop it and be like, "Tetris now." And then we just open it and start fighting. Oh, I love it. I love it. I wish Twitch would make more tools to make that happen, but the problem is I don't think the tools will make that happen. Because they already had stuff where you could just drop into people's chats. Like they have the guest star button. You could just click to knock. Yeah. Yeah, the knock thing. But no one uses it like that because everyone uses Discord. So I'm like, I don't know. Knock thing annoyed everyone. I don't think the knock thing annoyed everyone. I think people were annoyed that that was the thing that they made and were like, "Oh, we spent so much time developing or pushing forward," when they had other issues they wanted fixed. If that makes sense. It was the prioritization that everyone was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Which is always everyone's problem with Twitch, and I think will be everyone's problem with Twitch forever, is that they always focus on stupid shit instead of, you know, like the 2 top ticket items. They go for like 3 and below, you know, on the on the priority list. Always. Wasn't the video webcam aspect of a knock a concern for VTubers? It shouldn't be, because most VTubers don't use a webcam on their computer. Most VTubers are using something on a phone that then sends tracking data over. So it doesn't actually send a camera feed anywhere. So if you don't have a webcam hooked up, which most VTubers shouldn't need it, then yeah, it's not a problem. I think people were complaining about that just to have something negative to say on Twitter, if I'm being honest with you. They were like, "What about VTubers?" And I'm like, They don't work like that usually. You know? Like, I don't know. I like the knock feature. I just think it should be something like automatically only mutuals. Unless you want to turn on that anyone can knock. But it should be only mutuals can use this. And they had a thing where you can now add people as favorites. It is only mutuals? No. Now you add people as favorites. You manually, like, favorite someone. There's a heart button, and you're like, I favorite you. And that means that they can just, like, use the feature whenever. And you can use the stream together thing and just press the invite button anytime. But people don't, like, manually use stuff. That's the problem. People don't manually add people to lists. They only spontaneously use stuff. That's how their brains work, unfortunately. So the ideas are there, but they're not set up in a way where I think streamers are actually going to use them. But I love the idea of streamers, like, dropping in on each other. I think the base idea is really good. Of, like, they have the right idea of, here's the problem we're trying to solve. And we're trying to make a solution to make it, like, easier for streamers to drop in and spontaneously do stuff with each other. The problem and solution there, great. The solution they actually executed, though, not so great, right? Not so good. But you know what? I also think a lot of this is just cultural, and I think it's on us streamers to use it. So I genuinely was like, I'm just going to start pressing the knock button. I'm going to go to friends' streams and start pressing the knock button. And then if they accept, I'm going to turn on my mic, and I'll just start telling some weird-ass story. Or I'll be like, yo, let me read you this funny tweet I just found. Who's going to stop you? No one. No one. They can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, comedy night. I'll just write a shitty joke and be like, hey, ask him if you can borrow a cup of sugar. I mean, really what we need... Okay, so the greatest thing in the world, in my opinion, for streams is being on a server. And doing your own thing. But you can go walk somewhere and see someone else. You can go to where that person, let's say it's Minecraft, you can go to where that person has set up their little house and say hi. Or maybe you're out doing something and someone else runs into you randomly. It's organic. That is the best. That's why I like playing on server-based stuff. I was on NoPixel for like 500 years because I was just like, man, I just like servers. I just like server-based things. I like random encounters, whatever. So now the question is, how do you get that outside of a game server? How do you get that, but it's just in the, like, whole Twitch environment, you know? And I think there aren't too many ways to do that without pissing streamers off by, like, inserting other people's content into their fucking face all the time that they may not want. At least on a server, you can choose to play on it and you see who's in it and choose, okay, yeah, do I want to be here or not, right? The answer is the metaverse. You put on your meta goggles, start walking around. I'm gonna stream, so I'm gonna walk to my virtual stream room. Oh, my virtual stream room is next to my friend's. What's up, neighbor? You know. I'm jacking in. Honestly, like, if it were like that, it would be so fucking cool, but, like, also, no. You know what? No, there's no good way to do that without it being fucking annoying, I think. My lampa daddy. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for more tools to kind of, like, intermingle and give people those random encounters and stuff, but I don't know. I think Twitch Rivals was that for some time, but they don't run it well. Occasionally the team does something good, but a lot of Twitch Rivals aren't done well. So that isn't a thing. I don't know. I think the answer is that Twitch should just run more events, but instead of them running it, they should do like them sponsoring it. And then allow a collective of some creators to run it and their own teams. Which they sort of do for Rivals. They sort of do, but they don't vet people. So I don't think they could. I don't think Twitch could do it because they don't vet people and have good oversight. And I don't think it's necessarily that the Rivals staff are bad. I think it's that there are like 2 of them and they don't have the time and ability to check in on all this shit and make sure it's good. So they just focus on the broadcast engineering, which they always do well, for the record. They always do the broadcast engineering well. And you could tell that's like the thing that takes up all their time because they don't have time to do the other shit. And then they like have a streamer who's, you know, at the forefront of a tournament they're running, and then that streamer is in charge of the roster, and then the roster's, you know, half pros and half casuals, and the casuals are mad at the pros. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right? It's like this time loop every time. It's the same shit every time. So I think they need more events and things that they can like sponsor and slap their name on and get these rosters of random ass creators that maybe aren't in the exact same circles in. But they would need staff to oversee. And that's the problem, you know? That's where it gets difficult. So that's why I like stuff like Block Wars, right? That kind of shit. Which is all privately done. I do miss Twitch Sings. I do. What if Twitch Rivals co-sponsored a publisher or dev event like with Raw Fury for a Domekeeper Mega Tourney? I don't think most of the publishers, the game companies, want to fuck with that. Because they all see how those tournaments end up being and how a lot of streamers get pissed at every single tournament. And so instead, publishers will do like what Domekeeper's doing with me on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And they will bring in someone who knows the game well and knows how to invite people for an even roster. And they'll go with you instead of going to Twitch and being like, oh, I need this. You know? So I'm the overseer and the host. And I'm working directly with the publisher to also oversee. And yeah, there's no like layer of Twitch trying to be in there or anything. Poor broke company, Amazon can't afford to pay Twitch for more funding in Rivals. That's not how corporate structures work. Amazon and Twitch will never intermingle their finances. That's not how that works. They will never just hand money down. Money also doesn't get handed up. All the money stays entangled in the company it's entangled in. They don't work like that. It's like, actually, if Twitch started making a buttload of money, they wouldn't just cut a check to Amazon and be like, thanks for buying us. Here's a check for you. Doesn't work like that. That's how any company relationship or one company owns another company under it works. They don't intermingle their finances like that. It's like me being the owner of a restaurant. I don't intermingle my personal finances with the restaurant's finances. So if the restaurant goes bankrupt, I don't also lose all my money in my house. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're not doing business properly, which some people do, but you know. Must Twitch get on the relationship? I don't know the intricacies of every little thing. I'm not sure. I know they get a very special rate with Amazon servers. So it's cheaper for them to run their shit through their servers than other people. But the costs on that are still crazy high. And then I think the main thing was getting that initial buyout probably saved them financially for some time, is my guess. I think that's really what it comes down to. But I don't know. I don't know the intricacies of their finances, that stuff is not really in front of me. So I can only guess on some of it. Bought more time. I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly what happened, though. I don't know that it's that bad. I think it was more of a guarantee. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, so long as there are users on the platform, it will always exist. It'll always be there. Did you see the 600 player Skyrim RP server thing that was made? Yeah, it's impossible not to see it when like half of your friends are on it. Yeah. I'm very aware of it. I'm very aware of it. Several people have invited me to go play. I just haven't. I'm too busy. I would love to. I'm just so fucking busy all the time. I'm so busy all the time to the point where when I stream, I'm like, oh, I just want to do something solo and just hang out, you know, anytime I can. The idea of like, yeah, having another obligation just kills me. But it looks cool. It does look really cool. Skyrim RP is clogged up by stream snipers anyway. That was my biggest apprehension, is that it's an RP server that I think it's really easy for like anyone to get on almost. And I'm not comfortable with that. I'm just not comfortable with like anyone being able to just run up, you know? So I'm cool with other servers that are more locked down and it's like a pre-approved group. But it gets a little spooky. I don't think anything terrible would actually happen that's like massive. It's more like I don't want to deal with people just hovering. That's all. I just don't want to deal with people hovering. That I don't want to be nice when someone's doing that shit, but I also don't want to have to sit there on stream and be mean to somebody because they're hovering, because that just looks like shit. That feels like shit. That sounds like shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why I don't play MMOs on stream typically. The people hovering, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not that type of extrovert, and I don't like attention like that, which is weird because I'm a streamer and I get it. But I don't like that. I have boundaries and they're really specific sometimes, and being on like an RP server and having people that watch me and don't know me yet just walking up, I don't like it. It's one thing if I went into it thinking that's what I'm there for, right? Like a meet and greet is great because I'm going there for that. That's the point. That's what I'm signing up for. That's what I'm wanting. I want to just meet random people that follow me. So I'm going to the meet and greet. That's good. But when you're like on stream trying to like RP and you're trying to be in an environment where that's the purpose, and then someone's hovering and it's like clear there's someone that watches, then it just kind of throws the whole thing off. That's what I don't like. Yeah, it feels like you can't have time to yourself at all when it's that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. And like there are people who I've met on servers that only watched me before, and then I met through there, and they were fine because they were there for the same reason I was there. They weren't there to meet me. They were just there to play that game and be on that server. And then they saw me and were like, oh, I know who you are. That's fine. Like if they're not hovering or being weird, they're just like doing the thing. Cool. That's just organic and natural and normal, right? But yeah, it's when like people are able to just see that you're streaming it and then be like, let me hop in and be there and just like place themselves near you. That's when it gets so weird, you know? That's the part I can't do. And again, it's different if you sign up for it. Like, I've done community servers before where I've just streamed myself playing a game and chat's just in it, right? Like when we did Valheim a long time ago. We were playing Valheim together and I just had a server and we just all played it. Totally fine. Because that's the point of it, because we're signing up for that, you know? So. It really depends. Blood Church, such a good example of that vibe. Blood Church was cool because, yeah, there were a lot of people on the server, and there were people that were, they are self-proclaimed fans. I don't like to think of them as fans. I'm like, that's another creator. You know what I mean? But there were some people that were like self-proclaimed fans that were like, oh my God, I love your work. And just like met me in Rust. And it was fine because they were all so normal about it because they were there for Rust. They weren't there for me. They were there for Rust. And then also I was there. You know what I mean? And it was nice. It was really nice. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. And I met some of the nice girlies through that. TBH. Us girlies gotta stick together. No, I met a lot of nice girls through Rust. And, you know, nice dudes too, but I love Bean. Bean and Cora, and, you know, like, the girls got along so well because there was like 5 of us maximum in the Blood Church, and we were all like 3 of us were living in one room together. We had the girls' room with me, Cora, and Bean in there. It was cute. It was really cute. I want another Rust server, man. Now that I actually know kinda sorta how to play Rust, I feel like I could do well on a new Rust server. You know, like I feel comfortable with it. I took the time in the Blood Church to really learn a little more of how the game works. And I'm no expert in it, but I feel like I'm not dropped in and confused, you know? So I feel like we could do a lot. And actually, I was invited to join another server that's going on right now. Because some of the Blurch guys right now are on Peanuts server, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Because I think I would carry myself just fine and have no issues, but I just don't want to deal with people coming to the chat to be like, oh, who's this person? And then going like, oh, VTuber, like freaking out. I just feel like there'd be a little bit of that. I don't think it would actually be that bad because it's just me. And I don't like react weirdly to people like that, so I don't really, you know, they don't get what they want out of me, so it's usually not a problem. But yeah, I was just like, well, I don't have the time for this now anyway, so I just won't even, I won't try. It's not worth me trying too hard for. But they do seem like they're having fun, so I do have a little FOMO. I do have FOMO. Because a good number of my Blood Church friends are on it, having a good time together. So, you know. There is that. So I just want a new server at some point. A Lucid Block server. I keep seeing that recommended on Steam. Let's go here. I've once again A/B tested you. I've seen that. What is Lucid Blocks? Oh, it's the one with the hand. Where you got the hand in the lower right. It looks okay. I would rather just play Vintage Story than this, I think. It looks aight. I don't like the hand. I don't like the hand on the screen in that game. I don't know why. I'm gonna Giga mod Vintage Story into the Ultimate RP server. Dude, I want another Vintage Story server. It was so fun. I want to do another one, but very structured. Very structured. There's a lot that we could do with it. I think would be good. It just needs to be. The last one that we did turned out really great, but it was not very planned. Was that Boone server or Geega server? It was our server. That shit was me and him talking for a while about making a server, and then he said, fuck it, I want to play tonight, I'm doing it. And then just invited a bunch of people to a Discord, and we just opened a server that day, and I helped him find mods, and, you know, we said a bunch of stuff to each other. And Boone just kind of like installed mods as he went on a server and just played that shit as is. And that was fun, but it had the issue of, I was trying to like complain about it in RP to make it funny, but genuinely there were too many people living in each town together. And that made it difficult because people who didn't know how to play the game yet and wanted to learn didn't get to learn because there was already someone like doing each thing, you know? So someone would be like, oh, I don't even know how to be a blacksmith. And they should have to go get copper, have to burn it down, melt it down, have to, you know what I mean? And it just didn't happen. There weren't enough like unique roles for people, you know? So I think we would need to do it again, have a limit of how many people live per like group or commune, and then have some sort of, we definitely need a time limit. It has to be a week or 2 weeks or something. And then just definitely something with a more common purpose. Like there's a thing that we need to do at the end that we know that we're building toward, and our groups are trying to build toward that, right? Whatever that be. But yeah, I think we need something like that, and then we do full RP server with it for a short time. It'd be fun. Increasing the water ocean to earth ratio in the world settings helps with the crowding problem. I know, but I wasn't the one who made the server and set up the settings initially. So the settings for that stuff for the world gen did not get touched. So, you know. Could do like build city, declare war, claim a thing, etc. Yeah, I was thinking like, I don't know, maybe being like, okay, if you can give them a list of things to achieve, and then say the first people to hit 5 things out of the 10 on this list get whatever, right? There are like a few things to be like, quote unquote, I win, and have prizes for it. It could be done. I don't know. We gotta think about it, though. And yeah, also the other issue was that Oddlaws also did one, and we had no idea that they were also doing one. They did it literally within a day of our server because they had already planned one, and none of us knew. So that was the other problem, was that there were 2 servers for Vintage going on at the same time. And I was like, ooh. And they invited me to that one, and I was like, oh, I'm already doing one. And they were like, what? Oh, I didn't know. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know either. It was just funny. So we need to do something where we change that around. Make sure it's not overlapping, you know? But yeah, we'll figure it out. There's a lot that could be done. It's so mod friendly, that game. So insanely mod friendly. That I have confidence we can make it really good. Really, really good. But my focus is just on all my company shit, and we're still working on my Minecraft server. So I'm just hoping other people do these lightweight server ideas in the meantime, because I'm just fucking busy. I'm busy, and I still have my one server project in mind that I'm working on, and it takes forever because we're doing custom mods. It's not just a mod pack. We're like actually making custom shit that does not exist elsewhere already, you know? So that's gonna take time, but I hope other people set up easy things, because it's not hard to make a mod pack. If you're just putting a pack together and making things function, people should be able to just do that. No problem. And yeah. We'll see what happens. I think, I know Siren's Cobblemon server is still existing right now. How are people still playing on it much? I feel like I haven't seen anyone stream on it, but I know people in that server talk about playing it, so I think a lot of people are just playing it off stream, maybe. But There is a building competition that's going on right now and it ends on Tuesday. And then there's a shiny tournament on the 15th. But that's overlapping Dome Keeper, so I can't do it. Which sucks. Because like, I would have liked to. I would have liked to. But yeah, I'm just looking at it. If I had more time, I would have done the build competition. Oh well. Oh well. Make a vintage story mod that randomly smites a player every hour. Oh, dude, bite. I have ideas. I actually really want to do a... You know those Minecraft Civilization servers? There are a lot of YouTube videos on it where they're like, I had 100 people simulate civilization in Minecraft. And then they have some sort of premise that everyone's following. It's a week-long thing, but they have a premise. Typically they make a custom map. Yeah, the poors versus the rich one was funny. It's very RP heavy. I wanted to do something like that, but in vintage story. I wanted to do that. I thought it'd be really fun. A lot of potential there. A lot of potential. And my thought was maybe one that's all peaceful, but not a lot of resources on their side. And then another side that's like very enemy heavy. There's always stuff attacking them, but it's resource rich. Something like that. You know what I mean? And just having those two kind of like be the competing factions. Yeah, chill versus war. Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of potential for that to be fun. I know Mr. Beast did one. After Ish did his big video, Mr. Beast was like, we're doing one too. And he hires Ish in to do one together. And they do a boys versus girls one. And the societies were really interesting to watch. But that video was so soulless. Like, I don't know. Mr. Beast just like did a husk of a video. You know what I mean? All the ideas were there. All of the scripting, everything, like sounded good. The plan on paper, fine. And then the moment, like, it actually happened, it just had that soulless touch, you know? Did that have issues behind the scenes? Yeah. There were people that signed up for the girls faction. And were like, yes, I am a girl. You know, I'm going to go on Team Girl. And then we're not girls. They were just people that were there to sabotage. And there were some issues with that. There were some people harassing some of them, which is, it sucks because I'm going to be honest. I've looked into the Minecraft community a lot more over time. There are so many nice girls, but a lot of them have a hard time because that community has multiple pockets. And there are pockets of people that are super nice and great. And there are pockets of people that are just like weird whenever girls are around. And so a lot of the girls have trouble making content where they're on servers with a bunch of dudes and stuff. Like, it's just hard. It should be fine to intermingle and have no problem, but some of them do have it kind of rough. Certain servers it's fine, others it's not, you know? And that was kind of something you should expect, right? If you do a server and you let people sign up, you should expect that there are going to be some people that are going to try to sabotage the girl side, things like that, you know? Like, that you should think of that. And I guess they just didn't do proper vetting or whatever. I don't know. I feel bad because like Ish always has the right idea, but I know that wasn't like his project to 100% control. Because when he did his project, that shit went really well. You know, everything that he puts together tends to be like that. So I don't know. But I'm keeping all of that in mind because I really want to do one of those servers at some point for just VTubers. I thought it'd be fun to do one where we put VTubers into buckets, like whatever their design or their lore is, we design classes that relate to those things. So maybe someone's like, if you're like animalistic, you know, you're part of the animal kingdom in some way, you're this. If you're some sort of deity or whatever, then you're in this, right? And yeah, and like have like factions of them based off of their abilities that they canonically are supposed to have, and then do something with that and make those the groups. I thought it could be real interesting. I think it'd be real interesting. We'll see what happens. I think it'd be fun. It'd be super fun. But I need to ask people. I actually have one friend who kind of wanted to do something like that, and they are like a Minecraft YouTuber. And they were like, "Could you get 100 VTubers?" And I was like, "Yeah." like actually no problem. Yeah, I could. So I'm messaging him right now. There we go. There we go. That's a lot of anime. Yeah. Yeah. I think it'd be fun though, because well, what I like is I like intermingling communities. So like Block Wars has been good because a couple people in Block Wars do really like VTubers and have brought VTubers in, but a lot of the people playing are people that have been just in the Minecraft community for a while. And now because of this, some VTubers are friends with some people from the Minecraft community. And that's great. And I want to see more of that happening because I feel like every other pocket of content is separated by what kind of content you make, and then VTubers are on their own island, and they all make very different content a lot of the time, but they're treated differently, like they're their own bucket. You know what I mean? It's a little weird. It's a little weird. It doesn't mean that some people can't just break out of that, but most don't. So I think it'd be nice to kind of like throw VTubers at shit. Hold on, I'm gonna give this friend my idea of VTubers being sorted by their canonical lore.
Sup, miss?
Hey.
How are you? I have a question. How to defeat you in battle?
What?
I have
an
ceremonial sword from Nigeria.
You don't.
Will that be
you don't
enough?
get to. No.
Will you train me to defeat you?
No.
I need the money.
Never. No. No! Doesn't work. Hold on, I'm typing to my friend about VTubers in Minecraft. It's very important. We need it. Hi, Octo. How you doing?
If you need the money, here you go, lil bro, take this.
Hold on, I'm giving this friend, I had one idea that I was really cooking on a while back. I think it would be good. But I don't want to say it out loud to you guys because I don't want you to know, because it would ruin it. I want to do one with permadeath. Okay. Okay. I'm sending this idea. I had an idea for one of those civilization servers a while back. I had a few, but one of them in particular that I really liked. Thought would be fun. Could be done with a ton of people or just a smaller group. Like it would work either way. So yeah, I wanna do something like that where we can do one of those. But the thing is, the idea that I had would be one of those things where if people streamed it, I think it would ruin it. I think chat hoppers and meta people would ruin the surprise for people. And the point is, I want the content creators to not know certain bits of info. But so I have to see if I can find people that are willing to play like a certain day, certain time each day. maybe it's not a week-long thing. Maybe it's just a one-day thing or whatever. But see if they're willing to do that. And then just record it, just film it. Emote only. Most people will not. They will refuse to do emote only. They just won't do it. Schedules. Well, hey, it's up to them if they want to actually adhere to it. It's up to them. You know, if they don't want to show up, then okay, well, this is the time the server's open, and if you didn't play, you didn't play. You lost out, loser, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? Emote only cuts their viewership and they don't want that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it boils down to. When you put your chat in emote only, there are people that just, like, leave, and I think some streamers can't emotionally handle that. I understand why, but, like, you know. Come on, you know? There we go. Just make planning a little harder when you can't be sure how many who will turn up. I mean, a lot of the time, I'm just going to be so real with you. A lot of the time when people make these servers, if they have some sort of quirk about it, why it like can't be streamed, they just don't invite streamers at all. Even if those people are saying like, oh yeah, you know, I don't need to stream for like 2 days if I'm just recording this thing. You know, they just don't invite them because half the time those streamers get to that actual day and they're like, shit, I actually want to stream though. And then they just like don't do your event and stream instead. And people will be like, where's so-and-so? We were supposed to record this thing. And then they go to their chat and they see that they're live instead playing some bullshit variety, you know, or whatever. So a lot of people really just like, they just don't do it. I don't know. We'll see. But there are a lot of different ideas that can be done. I have a few others that might be easy to do in one day, and that's easy to get people to show up to. The one day thing isn't so bad. It's the week-long event where they have to be there every day, or, you know, every Monday for 3 weeks, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff people fall off of. So. But I'm gonna keep the ideas flowing. I'm gonna keep the ideas flowing because I think I'm in a very Minecraft time of my life right now, where I really like a lot of the video content that's come out in the past year. Honestly, has been really good, and people are doing more and more interesting, creative, fun stuff with it. So.
A great streamer Moon 2L.
Oh, thank you so much. Send me your PayPal later. Thank you. Versus when a week-long event coincides with IRL stuff, and you literally don't have hours in a day. Yeah. I don't know. It's just hard to get people to commit to anything ever. Ever. That's all. You just can't get people to commit to shit. And they'll swear up and down. They'll tell you, I'm so down. That idea is so cool. I would love to do this. Oh, yeah, it's in a month. You want to do it? Yeah, I'm totally open. I'm totally free. I'll be there. And then when you add them to the Discord server, they don't add themselves into the server for like 3 days. They don't click on the link. Then you bump them and you're like, hey, did you see the server for it? And they're like, oh, oops, let me join. They get in and then they immediately mute the server. So when you ping, they never see the pings. And then the event starts and they're like, wait, what's the IP for the server again? And I'm like, it's in the rules channel and the how to connect channel and the what? Right? It's like that's the experience, man. Ugh. I'm so interested in this idea. I, however, will not be participating because I don't do anything. I think that would be a good answer. I've given that answer to people sometimes. I'll go, hey, I'll join your Discord for this fun Minecraft server you're doing, but the chance of me actually logging in 2% maybe. I try to set a real expectation. A real expectation. There's one Minecraft server that I was invited to that I have not had the time to get into at all. But I'm in there, you know, I'm in the Discord. and I would love to join someday. Maybe someday. And you know, it looks cute. It looks fun. And I keep it in mind. I keep it in mind. And if I'm ever able to do it, I will, but yeah, we'll see. It's one that's like a bunch of VTubers are on right now. But it's mostly smaller creators. But I thought it'd be fun to hop in. And then this month was just stupidly insane. Yeah, Emily, you said, yeah, we can totally do this again sometime. And you're like, I thought we were doing this every Tuesday. Was that not the plan? Yeah. You know what the thing I've always wanted, genuinely, is I've just always wanted to have a wider group of people where at least like 4 of them, let's say it's 8 people, I don't know, but at least 4 of them are playing something together like every Friday, once a week. That's all I want. That's it. That's all. And it's not a, ooh, let's schedule stuff in, or, ooh, let's schedule every single collab. It's a, hey, something's always happening, you know, every Monday within this time slot. And we'll always have a list of things we could do, and whoever shows up, okay, today we're doing something. You know what I mean? Yeah, board game night vibe. Yep. I heard another streamer say this exact same thing the other day. Well, a lot of older groups worked like that. If you watched Let's Players like 10 years ago, and a lot of those Let's Players who became streamers, that's how they all did everything. And then at some point, things got like corpified, which is good for the streamers and their businesses, but then I think it, like, I don't know, people feel like they can't casually do something structured anymore. They only do something that's structured and corporate, or casual and disorganized. You know what I mean? I don't know. Toxic Sunday with Tamtown and whatnot are an example. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I think it's hard though, because I've always had interest in that, and I've always tried to propose to a lot of different friends, hey, let's do that. And then, I don't know, 90% of them have fallen through. And I'd say, you know, a good number of people have had legit reasons why they can't, you know, oh, I actually have a day job, you know, things like that are very, very understandable. But there are also people that have no excuse, and I think it's totally fine if they don't want to. They should just say they don't want to. You know, instead of being like, that sounds so great, I want that too, and then like never executing, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, GirlsFC was like one of the only sets of people actually able to just casually commit, right? Casually commit, which was great. And we did Monhunt Sundays for so long. It was so nice, genuinely. And I've said that to them many times. I'm like, thank you for following through when you say words. Thanks for that. You know? It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I know what you mean, Melly. I know what you mean. Well, Melly, I've been there, done that. You know? Been there, done that. I think I understand if people's schedules just don't align very well. Like, even if in GirlsFC, we couldn't have Nina join Monhunt Sundays very easily because we were doing them late, because everyone's in wildly different time zones, you know, and it was just too late for her. But we still had some days where we started earlier and she joined in, or we just did something else on a Sunday, you know? Like, it was fine with us to just be like, yeah, let's just add some shit in. Every now and then, it's not frequent, but every now and then we still do something. But they've been the easiest people to schedule with ever, compared to literally everyone I've ever worked with, except for maybe I think the only other person, not like we were in some group together or something, but Chilled Chaos. I got it. Positive shout out. Positive shout out. He's got his thing going on and it's so strong. He's got his group of people that he knows like will show up when they say they're going to show up. And he just very simply is like, hey, I'm doing this Friday. Who's in? And it's very structured, but still casual. And anytime I've hopped in stuff with that group, no issues. No issues with scheduling. Everyone shows up on time. Everyone has the game already downloaded. Everything's just so smooth. You know what I mean? Really nice. Really, really nice. I like that group. I like that group too. I really like all of them. So, people like that exist. I just find in VTubing it's really hard to make that function. To make that work. It's hard. Is that him curating the group or just happened? Well, I think it's easier when you've been around for a really long time because you've spent so much time trying to do things with different people that you now know who will show up, who's worth inviting over and over and checking in with, you know? And I think he's just gotten to that point where he's gone through and done things with enough people and he knows who's reliable. He's got his little Rolodex, right? And I think a lot of my friends that are streamers that have been around for a very long time eventually have that. They eventually get that, but it takes a long time of slowly kind of picking through and finding the right ones for it, to be honest. Yeah, Bruce has it too, but again, Bruce is someone who's been around for forever. You see the commonality there? But it also takes one person in particular usually has to be the spearhead. Like, this stuff doesn't happen unless one person spearheads it. But what happens is they end up getting, like, DM syndrome, as you call it, right? Where that person ends up being the organizer all the time. And if they love that and they want that, that's fine. But a lot of the time, they don't. They want other people to also be willing to reach out and organize stuff. So a lot of groups end up petering out because whoever was the organizer just didn't want to be the organizer, right? They were doing it for a while. They didn't want to be the only one. No one else wanted to be another organizer to take the load off of them. And then eventually they just kind of stopped, right? Because it burns people out a little bit sometimes. Yeah, the if I don't invite people, would they ever invite me thing. Right. I think a lot of people, any of you, yeah, if you've ever had like a D&D group or a board game night or, oh, let's try to get like a regular night to go hang out kind of thing together. If any of you like in real life have ever tried doing this, it's the same exact thing where when you just try to get people to do stuff and you're the organizer, they just expect you to be the organizer. And if you ask someone else to organize, they'll go like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they just don't. They just don't, right? It's just not a priority for them, I guess. Yeah. It's a plague. It's a plague upon the earth or something. I don't know. You know. Raid nights. Oh, I know. I've played a lot of MMOs for a long time. I've raided in a lot of MMOs. And I gotta say, getting raid statics together, trying to get 8 people, 4 people, you know, whatever game you're playing, trying to get those people together twice a week for 3 weeks, twice a week for 2 months, you know, whatever it is. Yeah, it's always terrible. It's always so hard to get people together, and it shouldn't be. It should be so easy. Old school 40 mans, yeah. I don't know. IMO, it's a wrong crowd problem. If I can't get people to respect what I want to do, it sounds like they don't respect me. Stay away from bad friends. Yes and no, but I think a lot of these people genuinely like each other. They're just bad at management. They're bad at their own schedule management. That doesn't make them a bad friend. You know? I think it's one check mark on a checkbox of multiple things that if they hit enough of them, they're a bad friend. You know? So it's like one negative check against them, one flag. But it's not enough if everything else is good for me to be like, they're a bad friend. I can't be friends with you. I can't do stuff with you, you know? It's just, yeah, it's just like one little thing where like, maybe not this one. I mean, yeah, a lot of you having a lot of issues with raids. Yeah, I feel like we've all gone through that a little bit. We've all had those common experiences, man. It's tough. It's tough. It does make you a bad friend if you constantly prioritize your chaos over managing it so you can hang out with your friends. At some point, you gotta be like, you gotta ask if you're okay being forgotten all the time. I get that. Yeah, it depends on like if it's just an occasional thing for them or if it's like every time. Every time. And it depends on, is this an oopsie I forgot? Or is this a I never really had any intent to do it anyway from the beginning kind of thing? I don't know. There's nuance to it. There's nuance to it. I wouldn't say it's a black and white, like it does or doesn't make you a bad friend right off the bat. It depends. I've had a lot of friends that wanted to do projects with me genuinely, like really, really, really wanted to, and have said yes, and we've scheduled things, then been like, oh, I can't show up this day. But it's important shit that shows up for them. And then, you know, that keeps happening, and I'm like, I would like them to prioritize this, but I can't have them prioritize it over certain things, because I wouldn't want them to do that to me, you know? So there are a lot of scenarios, too, where it's happened, and I'm just like, And then for some of them, it's forgetfulness, but not a lack of respect of my time. And there are a lot of people where you'll ping them a week before. You know, oh, next Monday, do you want to do this? And they'll say, yeah. And then they'll forget. And then when you ping them that Monday and you're like, hey, we're ready to go in 15 minutes, they're like, what are we doing again? Oh my God, I forgot. And the difference is when some of them go, I'm so sorry I can't make it, or I will make it, what are we doing again? And they drop everything to come by or whatever it is. Versus people that don't say anything. And then the next day, they're like, oh, I slept in, I forgot. And they didn't even say anything during that time or before it, or you know what I mean? There are a lot of nuances here that change, like, how respectful the whole scenario is, right? And, like, if someone is, like, flaky with me, but they're respectful when talking about it, I have way less of a problem with that than someone who just, like, ghosts, you know? Yeah, I mean, you see their Discord or Steam saying they're on a game when they said they were asleep. Oh, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. I've had that happen before where, I think people are just bad with the confrontation. I think most humans are bad with it to some extent, some more than others. And streamers especially. I've had plenty of people say to me or to others, they do it to everyone, oh, I can't do this thing, you know, I'm going to go to bed soon, or, oh, I got to work. They try to give some sort of reason that sounds really legit. And then when you're doing that thing that you asked them to do that they said no to, and we're like, oh, I got something so important. That time hits and it's like, boom, they opened Valorant. And you're like, oh, is that the important thing you have to do? You know, just say it. Just say, hey, I don't feel like it today. Sorry. I don't hate you. I just don't feel like playing that game today. Or there's so much in my brain right now. I just want a solo game tonight. Sorry. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, I get it, man. That's okay. That's chill. Do your thing, buddy. You know, I wouldn't be like, if you have 5 minutes to game, you can game with me on stream. Like I would never be like that. You know what I mean? As I don't know. People kind of like build up this scenario in their head that's never going to happen. And then they think about that and they're like, oh, I have to give them a crazy legit reason so that imaginary scenario doesn't occur, you know? And they just start like acting weird when they don't need to. I don't know. They all do it. They literally all do it. They're probably scarred usually by their parents. I mean, who knows? Who knows, right? The reasoning for it. But either way, reasoning doesn't matter. It's people are still subject to you, you know. I'm kind of low energy, so I'm just gonna chill tonight. Yeah, right. That's all. You know, people don't have to explain themselves. I think that's another thing. When people are like rejecting, saying, "Oh, I can't do this," or "Oh, maybe I'll show up," whatever. They don't have to give me some crazy elaborate thing. they can just be like, low energy. A lot of the time, I'm just trying to rest my voice. And that's what I tell them. Yo, I need to rest my voice. I've been doing too much. Like, I can physically game, but I cannot be in a call on a stream, you know? And I'll just tell people that. I'll just be like, I just don't want to talk. I've talked too much today. And that's it. Too many words, you know? They usually get it. I've never ever had an experience where I've like rejected someone multiple times saying, yo, I'm just, my voice, like, I just need to rest it, and had them be like, you hate me. You actually hate me. Never. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Any communication is better than ghosting. I was just talking to a friend yesterday about that. The friend I mentioned earlier, I was in a call with for like 3 hours working on stuff. We were talking about, you know, the work that we're doing and communicating with people on it. And I was saying, I was like, literally the only thing I care about is people managing expectations, right? Like, if I ask a question in DM and I'm like, yo, can you do blank X this Monday, right? And you're not sure. You don't not answer the DM and then only answer 2 days later when you're sure. You send a reply immediately as soon as you see it, and you say, I don't know yet. I will let you know when I can. Perhaps you have an idea. I'll let you know by Friday. Ooh, that's managing expectations. Now I'm not going to ping you before Friday because I know you need that time, right? That's all you got to do. Manage expectations. It's all that matters, man. I don't need that answer right then and there. I just need to know you're not dead, you know, because you're answering your DMs. I just need to know you've seen it. And then you know what your next step is, and I know what my next step is. That's all, right? Is that simple? Is that simple? People send responses immediately, big if true. I've got like a never bother anyone within 24 hours rule in my head, where if I send somebody a thing and I go, hey, I really need to know if you can do this by this date, the first 24 hours after I send that, I don't ping them again. I don't. I will never. Usually even longer than that. I'll let it sit. You know, give them the whole next day or whatever it is. But never, ever, ever within that first 24 hours am I going to ping again. They got shit going on, potentially, you know? Yeah, day and a half. Like, next full work day at least. At least. You know? Just to figure out what's going on. Yeah, so for me, I've found there's so many people who are too stressed out to remember hangs and collabs and details and aren't honest with themselves about it. Yeah, I think that's the big thing, the self-awareness. It's totally fine if you're scattered and like your shit's not together. Just say that, you know? Just say, I would love to do shit with you, but I'm genuinely so scattered right now. You know, I need you to check in with me often. I will forget, right? Or I'll put this on my calendar, but I know I'm not going to check my calendar, so like ping me the day before. Right? Someone says that to me, I'd be like, all right. Okay. And then I'll go ping them the day before, you know? That's all they got to do. But you have to be honest with yourself to be able to say that kind of stuff. You know? I think genuinely when people start kind of like being scattered and falling off with figuring out their own time frame schedules, all this stuff, I think they just don't want to admit that. And they're trying to keep up a front of like, you know, my shit's together, everything's good. And that keeps them from, you know, messaging me things like, hey, can you ping me? Like stuff that they really should, you know? I don't know. Anyway, anxiety's stupid. And it ruins everything. That is my thought of the day. Let's look over offerings. It's time. I have to open the thingy. Anxiety is dumb and stupid. We are just about just about-ish halfway through April. Almost. So we're going to go through some offerings. Are these the April offerings or the March offerings? Not how that works. Not how that works. It's anything not yet reviewed until today, if that makes sense. Happy 3 days from taxes. Ooh, yeah. Almost tax day if you haven't done yours yet. Almost tax day. Remember, you can get an extension for filing if you need. Did mind getting 600 smackers back. My tax bill. My tax bill was disgusting, and I really itemized everything I possibly could. But yeah, self-employment taxes, an extra 12.5%, right? On top of everything. Just cuz. Just cuz. Did mine got railed for almost 2K? Brother. Mine was crazy. The salt cap did help me. A little bit. But man, the self-employment taxes and everything, when you're legally a contractor.
I would call them short and bald Geega.
True. True. But it's a lot. It's a lot, man. Salt tax? No, so the cap, it's an acronym. The salt builds up from all the crying and forms a cap. Exactly. Right over your eyeballs. It just crusts over. It crusts over and ruins your life. No, go look it up. Go look it up. It just changed. It just changed, and the limit has gone up a bit. But it lets you do more. It's additional deductions, and it's very, very, very helpful. Very helpful if you are having to do self-employment related stuff, you know. Hypothetically, could you create the Geega brand as an LLC, maybe get better tax options? That doesn't change anything. It's the same. I'm still an individual person making money, so I will still always have to do that. And the LLC will have to pay those things if I don't, which is the same money going out. You know what I mean? It just changes a little bit about how you file, depending also on your structure. There's a lot of nuance to it, but in most cases, it is exactly the same. Maybe some forms are a little different. But yeah. Let's go here. And then we're gonna go up. I left that on. There we go. And I'm gonna go here. No, it would not be simpler to file. I think personally it's not that different. It's still similar. There's a little more stuff. Tip to tip, let's go. Hey, Texas, read the title. Bro's not listening. Bro's not listening, dude. I just said we're gonna do offerings first, man. Guards. Guards. Beat Texas up. It's time. Don't care, Unc. Don't care, lil bro. Don't care, lil bro. Didn't ask you, lil bro. Ooh, how's that feel? Ooh. All right. April 2026 offerings. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so if we are putting anything in the offerings chat, it gets looked at. Some of it gets filtered out. Some of it gets filtered in. And it goes here. And I look at it. And then I decide if I want to give you points for your offerings or taketh away. And they get added into the points above my head for your faction and your individual as well. Okay. This guy hates offerings. He doesn't like anything, dude. This guy Texas, he doesn't like anything. All right. First. No, my Pokemon music ended just as I did this. There we go. It's Ditto. It's Ditto from Rough. I like that. I like this. I did, when Pokopia came out, I set up a little quest and I said, I want people to draw me as Ditto. Do it now! So this is one of those. So not only am I going to give you points for doing this, I'm also going to give you points for just doing the thing I asked for specifically, because I was like, yo, can I get some Ditto art? Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. I'm going to give you 200 points. 200. A little freaky. I really like the Ditto face. I like how it looks properly goopy. Next. Oh, and then there's another one. There's another one from Static. Huge. I like how you gave me 3 fingers. And this is one of 3, so there are like 2 other things. Okay, so there's this, which is me as a Ditto. Okay, and then we got this, where all of you are also Dittos. Every single one of you. I think they did a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. You drew a lot of stuff. We're going to do... Again, since this was one of the quests that I set up. And you drew a few little guys. Let's do 230. 230. Thank you. Like how Glunk looks the same. He looks exactly the same. He hasn't changed once. Next. Ah, yes. From Fish. From Fish. Follow the Stonemason. A dramatic redrawing of me killing Bricky at WeebCon. Real and true. Real and true. A historical event, hence why we have a painting of it. I don't know if you know, but Bricky actually put this on his site as a temporary merch item. Let me find it. Yeah, there's a print of it. If you guys want the print, boom. It's right there. Boom. Boom. So he reached out to Fish and was like, yo, can I buy the commercial rights? And that way we can make this a print. And we did the whole thing. And there you go. There you go. Just up for order for a short time. For a short time. So if anyone wants the Fall of the Stonemason. Yeah, it does come in 2 sizes. It does. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But I love it. I love it. Thank you, Fish. Let's do... Okay, now we're out of the doing quest zone, so I'm gonna not do all the crazy extra points. Let's do... I'll do 150 for this one. We'll make it pretty high. 150. I really like how this one came out. It's beautiful. Next. From Cole. Here's Dust Speed Paint. I love speed paints because they always make me feel like you just draw the rest of the owl. And I'm always like, okay, whatever you say. It's a druid class. I like it. I like it. I like it. I did draw up like what maybe a druid fit would look like for me. And I had one design that I thought looked okay. It was not a finished one, you know, but it was like on a good track, and then I never finished it. So I like to see this because I did think about it, and I was like, it'd be really cool. Yeah, Boris has got like a shrub coming out of his head, and I like to think that it's like cordyceps and it's just piloting him, right? It's just moving him around. Or maybe if you just grab the leaves, you grab the tree and you move it around, he just walks with it. Yes. Yes. I like it. And the red and gold makes me think of my old warlock outfit with the purple. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I miss that color combo. Just a tiny bit. I like it. Let's do 150 for this one too. Let's do 150. Thank you, Cole. Next. Decided to animate the magical girl skeleton with Hatsune Miku style. Yo, anyone in the undead faction? This you? This you? Not gonna lie, this flames. Flames. This shit goes crazy. And I feel like only this community would be like, I know what I need to make. I know what I need to do. For the record, I didn't ask for this. I didn't tell anyone to do this. I didn't indicate anything about skeletons and Miku. Someone was just like, I know what we need here. And Flame did it. Flame did it. The pose at the end with the little leg up goes crazy. Dude, I love it. When Texas called you Unk earlier, he looked like this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Every time he types Unk, I imagine him being like, whatever, get to YouTube, Unk. You know, imagine him like that. I love this. We're gonna do... Fuck it, 160. 160. It's beautiful, thank you. Next. Ooh, was this on Twitter? Why do I feel like I missed this? But they have a Twitter link. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Oh, it is there. Why did I miss that? Okay. Well, thank you. I'll retweet later. Thank you. I like my main outfit too. And then they put Boris on the platter, and he specifically is sitting like YouTube's plushie Boris. You know what I mean? Instead of his little standing thing. Which I kind of like. I like it. I think it's good. 150. 150. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Thank you. Next. Oh, okay. I saw this one. I'm pretty sure I retweeted this one, right? I like when you specifically don't draw black borders on the lines and you do that kind of style. I think it looks good. I like it. I like the colors. I like the pose. I like the angle. I have zero complaints. Zero. I like it a lot. We're doing 190. 190 for fish for this one. This one goes crazy. It goes crazy. I will also note, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but it looks specifically phone background sized. So I was gonna yoink it. It kind of looks like it's, I don't know if it's purposefully like that, but it looks like it is. Next. Oh, it's from Naito. Are you still here? He was here earlier. He was really nice and messaged and was like, are you okay with being drawn in a bunny suit? Because you guys know I have like certain things I don't allow. And I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. Like, that's okay. That's not a problem. But it was very nice to have asked. Very nice. But yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, I think Noro did one for me last year, because last year, was it last year or the year before? Or was the year of the rabbit? So everyone was doing like bunny suit outfits and stuff for a while. Yeah, I mean, I like how it came out. I like how you gave me the outfit and the armor pieces specifically from the Templar outfit too, which I think is a good choice. instead of just doing like the same usual basic outfit, which I really also like, but I think that was a good touch. Yeah, like the little smoke bunnies for Easter. Goes crazy, goes crazy. Thank you. We'll do 160. We'll do 160. I like it. Kept the gauntlet and a hooge with a flail to go with it. Yeah. Came out good, man. Oop, and that's it for those. Very nice. Not too many because this is the halfway through the month one. Very nice. Thank you all. Thank you all. Appreciate it. No one lost points today. What, are you afraid? You afraid to post your weird shit because you don't want to lose points? Okay. Yes? Yeah, I know.